Oh, hi. Alright, well, I have a story time kind of again for you guys. And I want to talk about how, in my experience, you guys know I've lost like 140 whatever pounds. I want to talk about how real thin privilege actually is. Because I know there is like some kind of debate about whether or not it actually even exists. I assure you it does, or at least in my case it definitely does. And before I get into the story, I want to point out this happened. It's like a rat tail, and it's on accident because I tied up my hair when I got out of the pool, and this little strand was, you know, when I was when I was younger, I used to think these things were so cool. Why? Because Taylor Hanson, and for no other reason. So this is an accident, but I'm leaving it because I don't know. Alright, so let's get on to the stories. The first one happened when I was in the hospital last month. I was in a hospital for an MS relapse. I'll put a link to that story time below if you don't know that story. But basically, I was in the hospital, and while I was in the hospital, I was watching My Big Fat Fabulous Life, which, if you guys don't know that show, basically it's a reality show about this girl named Whitney. She's heavy, almost 400 pounds, and she dances, and she interns at a radio show, and basically her life is really cool. So she has a reality show. Basically, she has a cooler life than most thin people that make fun of her can even dream of. So they need to sit down. Anyway, so we were watching, there was a very infuriating part where this radio guest came on the radio show, Whitney Works, and starts insulting fat people. I'm distracted by this light thing. I know it looks kind of... This isn't... I'm not recording this in a garage, I promise. Anyway, so... and while this was happening, the radio show host was being an idiot and laying it on her, and Whitney was like defending herself. And at this exact part is when a nurse came in my room to check my blood pressure or something. I don't know. You know it's annoying when you're in the hospital. They're always... Anyway, this nurse, very petite woman, and she says to me, "Boy, I hate that when fat people give excuses like that." She says to me, "Right? Isn't that annoying?" And I was thinking, boy, wow, she would never say this to me like 100-something pounds ago. She would never say that to me. And I don't know if that's like privilege or... So what I said to the nurse was something like, yeah, you know, this girl's... I said her delivery sucks. I said, I think she's being very mean and very, she, I don't know, I was defending Whitney, but that's just an example. I don't know if that's privilege or just like an example that there's like a thin club, I guess, in society that I'm now a part of, I guess, and that would never be said to me if I were big. Okay, next point was, around my birthday a few weeks ago, or a month or so ago, 2 months ago, I don't know, I was at a bar celebrating, it was my birthday, and a few of my friends had come, and boy, I hope these friends don't watch this. I don't think they are, but my one friend is kind of, well, she's a big girl, and she went to the bar to get food, and I had given her money. I said, "Hey, get me fries," and she was getting something else, and she went to the bar to order it or whatever, and she said the guy behind the bar was an asshole, and wouldn't even talk to her. And I was thinking, I think I know what this is. So I was like, oh, I'll order it. So I said, I'll stand there forever for you. So I go to the bar, and the reason why I did it was because I knew I looked cute that day. I did. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I'll also put that link underneath. And I was wearing this really cute coral dress, and it was really short, and I was aware I looked really good that night. So I go up to the bar, to order the food. The guy comes right up to me and he's like, what can I help you with? Like, right, like I was waiting like 1 minute. So I got the food basically immediately. For no reason other than probably I looked cute and small that night. Okay, another point is I've had, once again, I'll link my story time below. I had an MS relapse last month that I kind of haven't recovered from. And if I go to a place like a supermarket or someplace big that it's like a lot of walking, I have to use a scooter, okay? It's that bad. I can't walk all the way around anything. So, and when I've done this, people are so nice to me. And I can't help but feel like, I don't know if this is like an example, but I can't help but feel like if I were still big and I were in that scooter because of my MS, then nobody would be as nice as they have been. You know, I'm in the scooter, and especially guys, I don't mean to keep singling you out, but I don't know if you like, if it's like a damsel in distress thing or whatever, but you guys are like, hey, can I reach something for you? Can I get something for you? And I can't, or whatever, like so friendly, offering to help me everything. And I can't help but feel like, I don't know, it makes me think about, once again, I keep talking about my big fat fabulous life, but there was an episode where she had to be in a scooter she has a back issue that may or may not be because of her weight. I don't know, because I'm not a doctor and neither is the people judging her. So we don't know if it's because she's big, and she acknowledges, yeah, it might be, but the point is that if I were big and I were in that scooter, I'm sure people would be judging. I'm sure people would be like, I don't know, just, you know what? It actually really ticks me off. And, you know, every time someone's like, every time someone's been like, can I get that for you? It's like, a part of me wants to be like, oh, thanks. Would you do this for me if I was over 300 pounds? Like, there's a part of me that wants to be like that. You know, I can't help but actually get kind of really angry when I think about this because I feel like it's really wrong. It really is. Why are fat people treated different in society? I don't think it's right. I still don't, because there's a million reasons why people might be big and we don't know why. You know, they might have like a thyroid thing, or maybe they had kids, maybe they this or that. It's not our thing to judge. Just treat them like people. You know, why was it... This is actually making me mad right now, so I guess I'm done. I made my point. And if I have a closing thing, my closing thing is, can you please treat big people with respect? Please. Like, just, you know, I'm not saying you have to go up to them and kiss their ass, but I am saying, can you please, like, I don't know, treat them like people, like they are, because they're people and they're people. Just like, see how you're a person? Yeah, so are big people. So can you not, like, treat them any different? Okay, that's it. Have a day. Bye.